of our major and big partner who use waste for crafts and waste for arts. And right here I'm with Joe Press. You can't miss this beautiful, wonderful lady who is talented in crafts and arts. And today, join me as I meet. Uh, please, what can you tell us your name again? Okay. Good day, everyone. Thank you for having me on your show. And this is such a pleasure doing this. And it's so much gratitude. So my name is Jupers. I do arts, mixed media artist. I do art with anything and everything. Whatever I can get my hands on, I believe I can make whatever out of it. So now, while on this, okay, that was that. As you can see, today we are right here in we are in our art studios, and I will be asking some couple of questions. But before then, she has to tell us about how did she arrive in this, and how did you really started this beautiful artwork, and how did you started it? So tell us about it. Is this what we read in Spain? No, absolutely not. I did not study art. I just studied psychology, and I have a degree in that. But art for me is it's like an embodiment of my being. I've always loved art. As a child, from writing on my textbooks, drawing on my workbooks, and all that whole stuff you see children do whenever they pick up the pencil or the biro or whatever they can draw it. That was what I used to do at the time. I did that for a couple of years till I dropped it. So, how did you arrive in becoming professional artist? Okay, I definitely would not call myself a professional artist because I have so much learning to do. So much learning. At the moment, I am, of course, you're in my art room. So I have a couple of work I have done for people and mostly for myself. I do art because of the fulfillment it gives me and how therapeutic it feels just making stuff out of anything. So I'm definitely not as professional as it might be put. I'm just a beginner. But yeah, we're getting the work done. So we're in the path. That's great. So, Joe Press, can you tell us a little about your inspiration? How do you get your inspiration? Um, Taking a waste plastic bottle. How did you get that kind of inspiration? Where did you get it from? How did you just invent it? You practically turn waste plastic into a craft, sometimes artwork. How did you do it? Okay, so ways to art for me is it's not complicated as people make it seem. Especially when I show people my work or what I have done, like the latest work I'll show that. Latest work I have done with waste. It it was so easy thinking about it because uh firstly waste. It's called waste because we just carry that. Okay. But there is nothing useless. Everything serves a purpose. Down to the plastic paper you unwrap from something to disposal. It has a use somewhere, somehow. You just have to figure it out. So the idea of doing that just came to me. Of course, it was first, I would like a suggestion or a task. And I like tasks that are very much mind stimulating. When you're asked to experiment with something, you're not even given a specific thing to experiment with. You're not told experiment with bottles, experiment with foil paper. You just told experiment with waste. So now your choice of waste, that's like so dependent on you.
Wow.
Yes. So I wasn't even told to use this particular item to make this. I just thought about it like, should I use waste spoons? I need to use something that everyone knows. Like everyone encounters.
Like the plastic.
Yes, like the waste plastic bottles, when you're done drinking water or drinking beverages and you're just in the mood to discard of it somewhere. You don't have to. You can just take it back home. Put it in your bag. I even use plastic bottles to save my pencils. Yes, I have one there. That's made from plastic bottles.
Yes, I saw it.
So I use plastic bottles. I'll show you that thing now. I use plastic bottles to make my pencils. So aside recycling now to make it artistic on the canvas, I use plastic bottles. I'm a very resourceful person, like through and through. I do not, of course, people who know me can attest to this. I'm not the kind of person who can easily just discard of things because I don't see a purpose to it. I see a purpose in almost everything I encounter. So when I work with things, okay, I can show you something. So this is made from styrofoams. So styrofoams, these are all styrofoams. And you had to take, I think, about 3 to 4 days to do this. This has to go through a process: drying, sticking, and then spraying to make it shine at all. This was from a TV set. It was on racks, and it was thrown outside. And I was going back home 2 weeks ago, and I saw it, and I was like, why would someone throw away something so valuable?
Wow.
Yes, and I picked it up. And I started crafting it until I arrived at this. So this was waste, of course. Someone threw it away, and I picked it up. So I have a lot of things I have made so far from waste.
What is your latest job you've done from waste? Your latest job, most especially the plastic waste.
Okay, so for the plastic waste, I have this very beautiful piece here that you can see. Very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
So
hi guys, you can see very beautiful.
Yes, this very beautiful piece here. So I'll have to make a formal explanation of this because it's worthy of it. So this piece was made from plastic bottles.
Okay.
So these are flowers around Mother Nature's face. So this is feminine, this is a woman. So each and every flower here, a bottle. Yes.
Wow.
So behind this, you can see we have bottle caps. I retain the caps for a reason, just so I can back up my work with like actual facts and not paint over everything and let people just assume what they want. No, I want it clear enough that these are recycled bottles. So you can do so much more with bottles than you think. So here, not just that I, use the bottles, I make flowers. I love flowers. Like, I do love flowers. I make plants. So anywhere I am, I have plants around me. So now flowers, we have different kinds painted to look this colorful. And not just that, the flowers were sparkly. So aside all that whole, drama going on, like, what is this, the colors and all that, it does have a message. So when you come across this, you see that it's not just for that's beautiful. You can also go home with something that you have to reuse what you have around you. You have to recycle as much as you can. There is nothing like too much recycling. You can never recycle enough. So as much as we have plastic in existence, you can recycle. And so that's what this is all about. So this is its final form now. And at the end of this video, you can see it in a closer view, but it's a very beautiful work of art. So yeah, that's like the newest thing I have on my
So lovely. So guys, if you have this video up to this point, you should be able to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if this is your first time of seeing our videos, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification button. And if you're a returning subscriber, please thank you for always coming back. And don't forget to always try to check on your phone if you have not clicked on your notification button to get notified each time I drop a new video. And you can see today we have learned a whole lot about plastic waste bottle that you can actually turn it to something more valuable. But I want to ask our amiable guests. I'm supposed to be your guest because I'm in your studio, but that not matter. I'm still your host. So I want to ask our guests today, please. How do you make money from the old days? How do you make money from it? Now, people are making money. I heard that people are making money from waste. So, how do you make money from waste to crafts? And if you're making money from waste to crafts, how big is the money? So, we just want to know something about the marketing aspect of your business from waste to crafts.
Okay, so for me, when it comes to art, I'm not very money forward.
Okay.
Yeah. An impact inclined person.
I like that.
I think about the impact of this in years to come, what it does to the mind of people when they see it, how they react to it, what does it trigger in them? Does it make them inspired in any way to want to recycle more? Or does it make them see it and say, this is a nice business idea, I think I should pick this up. Whichever way they see it in a positive light, it helps. Yes, it helps us. So money for me, making money off it, I mean, this is a very priceless piece. And of course, it's going to be sold. And for me, I do not replicate art. Whatever it is, I do. Because I did this myself.
You did this?
Yeah. I love symbol arts. I love to inscribe calligraphy and all that. So I did this. This was like one of the first works I did when